mug.
Listen, no, listen. You're better looking than me. I mean,
You
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
all
many
the
times I've
cars
been
on
called
break door.
Kylo Ren. I am literally the Kylo Ren, I've been told.
That's not a bad thing. I want to make it clear. That's not bad. I feel like if they ever need an Adam Driver doubles, like for a
Oh
stunt
my.
double, like I think you should apply. I don't know how tall you are. Like I'm not sure if you're like about roughly
Six
the
six
same
foot
height, but like
three. I'm a college basketball
okay.
player.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah,
I'm the Clay
okay.
Olson in your chat. I used to be Clay Olson in
Yeah.
your chat.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, I like your profile pic was very familiar to me. How tall is Adam Driver? How tall is Adam Driver? He's 6'2". You guys are in a ballpark. I'm just saying, if they're ever looking for to cast a stunt double, shoot, I would say go for it. And I think it's a comp that's you got some Ben Solo, Adam Driver, similarities going on there. So I think you're doing all right in that department. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
reason why we're doing this chat, so whenever you're ready, you can just see it. Do you want me to send? I could send my camera over to you.
So I think Rossi and Yoder will tell you I am abysmal at technology,
All
but
right. So you just want my
it,
voice? Is that all you want?
well, if is it possible if you could record and then just send it over? Is that possible?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You just want my mug, or do you want?
No.
Uh. Okay.
Well,
Yeah. Let's
again,
just do
I don't know if the lookalike Adam Driver is going to be a good or bad thing for you. So
it. All right. I'll just hit. Yeah, I'll record my side. I'll send it over to you, or you could chop out the stream, whatever is easier for you.
much
But I want to
appreciated.
let the Kyber Club know, in case you guys forgot a little bit of the backstory lore. So a while ago, we received intel that our friend here, he was gonna get a slave Leia costume and wear it if we do something together. And I think like, all right, when can I find an opening? I was like, I'm streaming right now. The batch are testing. There's not really much going on with the guys, so it's like, you know what? Let's just do it right now. So how long are you wearing the Leia costume for? I need to know.
I will. Since we're doing it, it's the done deal. I will wear the Leia costume for a 12-hour stream on Valentine's Day.
Ooh. On Valentine's Day. Okay. I like that dedication. All right. So I will, whenever you're ready, I'll hit record and then I can shoot it over to you later. And then you can do all your editing wizardry and figure it out from there.
It sounds good.
All right. Let me turn off my music on my side then. So you don't, unless, do you want music on there or do you have your own music?
Whatever you want is fine with me.
All right. I'll leave the music roll. It's allegedly copyright free stuff as long as you
I
credit the
don't.
dude.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do a countdown. You ready to count this down?
Hold on. Sorry, I just had to punch Grogu one more time to make sure he didn't talk during the video. Go ahead.
Poor guy. All right, we're gonna hit record in 3, 2, 1. Record. We are recording. We are live in front of 5 quadrillion. No, hold on. 1.1 quintillion people. We are ready to go. Whatever you want to do, lead us into battle. Rage. Let your heart be released, but just don't take it out on Grogu. The guy, he's still trying to figure things out.
Yeah, well, Grogu's taken care of, but welcome, everyone. We have a collaboration that my community and other communities have asked for. It's like David Goliath. It's like Grogu and Mando. It's me and the Grand Emperor of the whole empire. We've been fighting on the front lines a long time, dealing with Grogu yapping in our ear. It's finally paid off. We have the Grand Emperor. Welcome.
Thank you. This is going to be a story just like David and Goliath, just like Mando and Grogu told from centuries from now. This is how we make history. I am happy to be here, and I'll be honest, it's for self-absorbed reasons. I just want to see you get the slave Leia costume. So I don't want to act like there's nothing in my interest in this here. You got Adam Driver wearing slave Leia bikini or whatever.
Okay, yeah. That's the collab everyone wants. Adam Driver in a slave Leia costume. It's the closest thing they'll get. But the thing that I really want to talk to you about is I talked to Beaver about it. I talked to a few of our content creators. I want to talk to you about what my dream was of a Bad Batch era, and I wanted your perspective on it.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the middle of a batch of testing right now. We kind of threw in the towel, so I'm feeling a little, just a tad bit of some Bad Batch rage. So I'm curious to see what missed opportunities or is on your mind right now?
Yeah, so I had a lot of missed opportunities. So I was looking for a Star Killer-esque kind of era
Star
where
Killer. Okay.
we were going to get a lot of lifter units to lift up a lot of factions. For instance, one that I was thinking of was a Nala Se unit to help lift up clones that are not being used currently right now.
Okay. Interesting.
Another,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, you keep going. I'm gonna keep hearing.
Another one I was thinking of was maybe a Scorch, and he would be the start of a clone Empire team, and you could
Ooh.
possibly pair him with Lord Vader and give him clones instead of Maul, who he apparently is best friends with.
Listen, it's secret lore. Only CG knows about it. We're not made privy to it. But man, was Scorch? I can't remember. Was Scorch in season 2 or season 3?
He was in
We saw
season
him in
two
season
and
3.
three.
Okay. Yeah, right. They killed him in season 3, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just fell
That was
off the ledge,
a
you
good
know.
send off. It was the
Mando
fan
droid.
service everyone wanted. No, man, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, there's always those things when you make predictions in Galaxy Heroes. There's the wish list on like what you want to happen, and there's the money on the line list. Where if I had to put money on the line, I gotta make my money back. Here's what I'm guessing will happen. I was very confident the Bad Batch crew we're getting is the one that that was the one I was predicting as well. So basically, just kind of fun. What was the core of the story? But I don't disagree with you, man. Nala say I'm surprised we haven't gotten any Kaminoans yet. Like I don't know if you've ever played like Strike Force, for example, but they
Oh, I
have
did.
Mr. Sinister. Okay, so he can clone people. Like, man,
Hmm.
how sick would that be if you can have something like that in this game where you can just clone someone on the other team
Oh,
and then put
oh,
them in the sixth slot?
you're getting ahead to my big thing, which I'll just jump ahead to. I was hoping for a legendary Dr. Hemlock to be an
Oh yeah,
Empire
yeah.
lifter where he would summon a Clone X unit based off the target enemy that you're targeting.
I lost you.
What?
Where'd you go? Oh, sorry. There you go. I lost you there for a second. I heard Hemlock, and you just like went into the abyss.
Oh yeah, I told you we're on the front lines. We're doing the Grogu level technology over here, so
Yeah, you're using Grogu's magic hand like Starlink or something, right?
something like that. But I was saying a legendary Dr. Hemlock to help lift up the Empire and a much needed lift for the Imperial troopers to maybe bring them back to the meta.
Yeah, I mean, when I was, when everyone's kind of running their speculation, when they said we're going into, Bad Batch season 3 stuff last year, I saw a lot of speculation or wish list things about, yeah, Hemlock as well. It's, I mean, yeah, if it's not going to happen now, I don't know what, I mean, they sometimes back when it's like a 5-10 year anniversary, but man, a lot of people wanted that this season. Now, keep in mind, there may have been plans. It seems like there was a plan for an event at the minimum. We were supposed to get some sort of event that
Mhm.
was Bad Batch related, whether it was, I think it was probably an assault battle, if I had to guess. Some people are saying maybe it was for a new raid, whatever the case might be. It got canned. So, they may have had some stuff planned out. And it's just like I always hear rumors about they always have all these characters planned out. Like I'm pretty sure we were supposed to get like more solo related stuff, and it just never made it happen for whatever reason, whether it's financial or just timeline issues, pipeline issues. But yeah, man, Hemlock coming to the game, kind of doing all that experimentation, kind of taking over the Kaminoan stuff. I mean, Imperial Troopers, I'd be down for that, But man, it sucks because I don't know when that we'd ever come back to a Bad Batch thing. So I could see your concern with that. I think for me, I think the Nala Se thing. I've been always on this whole thing about the Kaminoan cloning and the fact
Mhm.
that another opportunity is going to pass by. It's one of those few things. I actually don't know if we'll ever get like a full Kaminoan faction. I don't know if the passion's there for the CG and the community. But if they make an interesting Kaminoan lineup that can use cloning technology, I don't know. I'm curious to see what like people are saying because I'm doing this live with you. If people would want a
Yeah,
Kaminoan team to bag on, or even your audience as well.
yeah. I do. And it's a little off topic, but I do want to hear your thoughts on one quick theory of a
Yeah, what's that?
possibility of a GL Maul. Because everyone's saying it's Thrawn, Enoch's already required for Balin, Night Trooper, all those Imperial remnants are already required for them. I could really see a GL Maul, whether it's a Crimson Dawn Maul whether it's the Maul from Rebels. I could really see that because the writers have said multiple times that Sokka and Maul are basically the same people. One just grew up in the light, one grew up in the dark.
Right,
I
right.
could really see CG doing something with that.
Well, I have a few thoughts on it. I don't know if Rebels Mall would be a Galactic Legend thing. I mean, I could see maybe they could do another Conquest Mall that's Rebels based if they really wanted to go down that direction. If they were ever going to add, let's say, a Galactic Legend Mall, I would need to see a little bit more. I think what I would want to see more of is the whole Crimson Dawn thing. Like, they
Hmm.
dropped that big bombshell on us, and we saw basically nothing since that the Solo movie. So it was like one of the biggest. Oh my gosh, it was like one of the biggest rug pulls in Star Wars. Like, yeah, here, Maul, Crime Lord, Syndicate. Oh, by the way, we're not going to talk about it again. Now, maybe there's a comic. Maybe I don't
Oh yeah,
keep up with
there
the
is.
comics.
There's a comic where
Okay.
he goes and him and Talzin take on Sidious, Dooku, and
Yes,
Grievous,
I know that.
actually.
I know that. But anything about like the extent of his, Crime Lord Syndicate, career?
There is some, yes, and there's some falling out, and he has some connections. There is two
Okay.
comics. I don't know the exact names off the top of my head, but yeah, there is a
Yeah, I
lot
mean,
of lore in that.
so the reason why I bring it up, if there was a lot of lore and maybe they could give it supporting material, like I could see if they wanted to make a Galactic Legend Mall, it would have to be something sort of like a Jabba, where Jabba's kind of the leader of the Hutt cartel.
Hmm.
They can give Maul, some ways of like synergizing with different factions. So we don't have a Pikes. I mean, well, we do have Pikes, but we just don't have them playable. But being able to kind of combine these different crime lord syndicates, put them together. Crimson Dawn, you get the Pikes. I can't remember. Oh boy, I know he wasn't 100% Gucci with the Hutt cartel. I remember that in the Clone Wars. So I don't know what the status is down the road, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd put money down that it would happen, especially in the foreseeable future. I don't know if I would see it, but if they did, pursue more of Maul's story and they kind of show how big of a powerhouse he was in the underworld, sort of like how Jabba's been for the underworld, I could see it happen. But I don't know if I would put money on it. I could see it as a wish list thing, and my wish list would be crazy as well. But I don't
Hmm.
know if I'd expect it this year, especially. It just doesn't seem to be on theme of where the game is. Thrawn Galactic Legends, like, if people are making guesstimations, seems to be the best guess if you want to try to guess what the next
Hmm.
Galactic Legends, but it could be something else too. We don't 100% know, but generally this game runs in pairs. Maybe they don't release both characters at the same exact time, like they used to with Kylo, Ray, Master Luke, Sith Eternal. Then they spread it out a bit more. They did Kenobi a few months later, Lord Vader. But even though we have these year gaps, Leia led into Jabba. So reason would suspect, all right, we got Ahsoka. What's the counterpart? Probably Thrawn. But I'm
Hmm.
100% on board of some sort of Maul that's more crime lord oriented, like just Maul crime lord or whatever you want to call him. I'm
Hmm.
not sure. Maul Big Honcho, whatever his name would be.
Yeah, yeah. But that you sort of leaned into my final two questions, if that's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, listen, I'm on the journey with you, so you guide me where you want to go here.
Yeah, well, we've been detoured a couple times by Grogu, but don't worry, I just
Detours.
stomped his head. His head looks like a flip ball now, so it's okay.
Listen, you're gonna have John Favreau. He's gonna go full on Iron Man. He's gonna get his Iron Man suit. And he's gonna come find you and save Grogu, and you're gonna be like the main
Take
villain
him,
for the next
take
Mandalorian
him,
season 4.
take him. I will pay him. But
Jeez.
but all right. So question first of the last two questions is, do you think we'll ever get a speed GAC? Because we've seen it, we know it's possible, we know they have the mechanics to do it. Do you think we'll ever get that? Because that is the number one thing that is requested in my chat, especially with new players. I know you've mentioned it too. Do you think we'll ever get a speed GAC for all of us to play? Because we've seen it happen.
Bro. I don't even know where to start on this. I want something like that to happen. I think the biggest thing for CG is they don't want to do it unless they can make money off it. It works into the core loop of the game. Like, I don't think they're just going to give us a speed JC. There's no reward. Playing just for the fun and in your free time, that's outside of CG's lingo. When you're playing something, it's got to be something on the hamster wheel. Conquest is a hamster wheel. Territory is a hamster wheel. Territory battles, even Grand Arena is a hamster wheel. But if they just do a speed GAC where there's just no benefit except just personal enjoyment of the game, which I know, right? That's horrible. Who
Oh
plays
gosh,
games just for
can't
fun?
have that.
I, I would love to have that because, like, just like for me, like especially on playing these other games, like there's always something going on. And here, this game just feels borderline dead when Grand Arena goes away, and it sucks. Grand Arena's saying it's 9 days a month is it's generous. It's really 9 hours a month. If you really, I mean, let's just double it, 18 hours in a month, maybe. If you want to, if you take 2 hours to play a Grand Arena, it's and for me that is the heart and soul of this game. Like I've always been PvP oriented. Before Grand Arena, I loved Squad Arena. One of my favorite things is going in Squad Arena and like whatever the meta was, I'd find fun ways to dismantle it, whatever it might be. You know, theory craft some stuff. Squad Arena's dead, whatever. And we moved on to Grand Arena, cool. But it's just a Grand Arena. It's the lifeblood of this game. And we saw the speed GAC, and they've only done it once. And I want to put it out there. I've offered to, you know, if I had to set it up, I would be more than happy to set up if they just don't have the time, the resources to make it happen. I even said if you want to make it crazy, I would like pay them, maybe like fly people, let me do like an in-person speed GAC, but I just don't have the tools. I can't do a speed GAC unless you have some sort of, you know, dev account or whatever the case might be. So I put it out there. I'd be more than happy to set it up. And even I got this fun tool that my buddy Adam made where it's like a draft mode where, you know, everyone kind of, we at the beginning of the round, we all draft characters, and it mixes things up. So I'm 100% down for it. The problem is I don't see CG making it happen. I feel like they're more about the game modes that it force you to play, so it builds into rewards. They can monetize is the key thing, and they're also into content that's low effort. Like, you know, they want territory battles. That's one of those things that you're never going to beat for a long time. It just kind of, it's self-updating. You just keep, you know, working your way up the ladder. But anyways, I can go on and on and on. 100% I want a speed JC or just some new form of PvP that's more than just 9 hours a month that I can enjoy. So I'm with you on that. It's just more, would they do it? I don't know about that. I'm not, I want to be optimistic. Go with me. There. You got to
long streams and stuff. I wish I had something to do with my community besides fighting nonsense squad random battles or fully random battles.
Here, we're gonna try to boost your signal. I'm gonna send some Grogu vibes to you. Maybe he can amplify your signal. Can you go ahead? There we go. We're sending you an extra couple megabytes per second over there. Yeah, people say you sound like Proxy right now. All right, I think you're gonna tell it better.
Sorry about that. But anyways, last question is: if you could one dream character to come into the game, in variation or anything, what would it be?
You said. I think you're still breaking up a little bit over there, Proxy. Are you asking what my dream character is?
Dream character.
Dream character. Oh, for me, I think that's well. At one point, it would have been Lord Vader, and they let me down. So I'm not gonna. Yeah. All right. Let me put it. I'm gonna give you 1.5. A half is Lord Vader with the proper 501st. Like that's the one that was like the dream for years. It's like Lord Vader 501st, Lord Vader 501st, and they went the complete opposite direction. Nowhere in the ballpark of that. I want to bring that up, but I think the one that's obvious for me, and I if I can poll the entire Galaxy community, I would want to believe. This is for going for myself as well. I think the most interesting thing would be like a new Revan, a new dark, Revan Reborn is pretty much the theory that people have been going with for the longest time. I feel confident it's going to happen one day. I really do. The problem is when, kind of hard to say. I always imagine maybe they do it around the release of the KOTOR remake, but who the heck knows what's going on with that. But for me, I think that's probably the one character. I think, you got to get the people what they want. And like when I go over the time when the Galaxy was, the Revan era was probably some of the most hype I've ever seen for this game. It brought people that would never play these games like, I gotta play as Revan. I gotta get into this, and I gotta say I'm impressed that they haven't broke the glass in case of Revan emergency thing, but I think it'll happen one day. So I think that's where my thing is.
Yeah. My top thing is I think I agree a gas resolute capital ship with clean
a gas capital ship, okay.
They have a boot roast ship.
Okay, Padme.
Just 16.
That's just 16. Is that what you said?
Not just a
Yeah,
team
how
for
about
a Mandalorian lifter.
let's see. I'm gonna hang up and let's see if maybe like disconnect and reconnecting fixes this because yeah, I'm getting bits and pieces, but I want to hear that beautiful voice in its full power. All right, let's try this real quick. AM and usually by 3-4 p.m. it'd be fully uploaded. And gosh forbid if I noticed an editing mistake and basically there's no video for that day. It's like, well, it's already 3 o'clock by the time I get this one uploaded. It's gonna be midnight. So I've been there. And I gotta say, I think that's one of the best things in my life is that I've overcome my internet adversity. Usually once or twice I get like a weird outage, but generally the Kyber fiber is always working. And are you back, my friend? Yeah, I hear you're still. Oh man, you're still breaking up over there a little bit. But I caught bits and pieces. I think you said Duchess Satine and the Skywalker capital ship, which I am down for both of those. And we actually, if you remember, in the data mine, we saw the Duchess Satine stained glass when Mandalore was added. I don't know if I've ever seen it in actual map and playing it, but you know, I think it's a possibility. There are so many other Mandalorians that they can add.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will let you back. I'm sorry for the horrible internet connection. As I said, we're in the trenches. I do want to say seriously from all the content creators to you, thank you for everything you do.
Listen, no problem. I appreciate you being around, just even in my community, and then now you're kind of going about doing your own thing on YouTube, and keeping the people entertained after our stream's over. So I appreciate you being around. I wish you nothing but the best. Galaxy Heroes is kind of a slog fest for YouTube stuff. It's the what's the right way of saying it? It's a small crowd that we got over here, but the nice thing about it's a small community, and it's like you kind of know everyone almost that are hanging around here. So I appreciate you being around, my friend, and I look forward to seeing that Slave Leia costume.
You will, and there's much more to come to. Slave Leia is just kidding.
That's what I like to hear. So yeah, I'll send this over your way, and I look forward to your career with great interest, my friend.
Thank you very much. God bless you, and thank you again for everything.
Likewise, you take care. All right, see you, my friend. Take care.
Shitty ass internet. Chat, that was fun. Chat, that was fun. Oh my. Where's the internet from? This internet from? I feel so bad. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad, chat. Oh, chat. Make one chance. Make one shot. Just like man said. And we folded. We folded.
We'll have Crosshair by the beginning of 3v3, but at the minimum, I expect. Let's see. 2 weeks from now, we're gonna get Hunter likely. 2 weeks from now, so I think at the minute we'll probably have Hunter and the new Wrecker, and I think at that point we'll have a grand majority of the team that we can utilize, of course, and then Crosshair, I'm guessing, is gonna be like the sweet spot. It's gonna have the cool thing that they kind of drag us out for at that point. Yeah, the skull to the Empire is something like that. All right, real quick, I wanted to. I guess I don't really want to. just sure. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh boy, what is this? What is this mod suggestion? All right, there we go. It had a speed. All right, I'm not gonna. All right, CG, they know best. They know best. Let's see, big. There we go. Look at that. We're getting some good rolls here. All right, and all right. I'm not gonna do anything special, Batcher. I really don't see myself using Batcher this next season. What I'm gonna be looking at is gonna be, yeah, Omega and Thrawn. I think we gotta like Omega, Thrawn, Nihilus. Let me. How do I want to do this? Do I want to remod Thrawn here? Let me make sure everyone else has mods. What was that secret little button that I was taught the other day? I can't believe I did not know this. Empty mod slots. Oh my gosh. All right, perfect. We have the modless Bad Batch. Excellent. Exactly what we need. Don't ask me why. It's too painful to describe why we need to. Do it that way. Where's my Thrawn at? Maybe we can bump him up a little bit just so if we want to get like a fast insta kill. So Omega cooldown reduction. Thrawn quickly gets in there.
Shit. Oh my. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This
Pass the turn to Nihilus. Boom.